Hi there, Dr. Vicki Lemper here with the Shift Happens channel. Today, we're going to talk about what to focus on when you are manifesting your desires. So often we have a desire and we think, okay, cool, we can have this. We do a few of the processes, some of the strategies. Everything's going along great. And always what happens, the 3D shows you a little contrast. And then we think, oh gosh, it's not working, right? Well, that's when our faith and trust and belief comes in. But we're going to talk about something that Neville Goddard talks about, and it's really simple and easy. But before we do that, go ahead and like, share, comment if you want some help manifesting. If you enjoy learning how to manifest with a little more ease, joy, and a little fun, go ahead and contact me. However, I will hold you accountable because everything out here changes, the law never changes, okay? Go ahead and contact me at shifthappenslifecoaching@gmail.com. Let's get into it. I'm gonna read just a really quick sentence out of Feeling is the Secret, all right? Feeling is the secret of successful prayer. For in prayer, we feel ourselves into the situation of the answered prayer, and then we live and act upon that conviction. I'm going to say that one more time. All right. Feeling is the secret of successful prayer. For in prayer, we feel ourselves into the situation of the answered prayer, and then we live and act upon that conviction. All right. So you get a desire, you ask, and you receive, right? And the asking is the prayer, the feeling of it, right? You get into the feeling of it, and then you live in that conviction, and you live in the feeling of it. It's not an emotional thing. We're beyond our emotions. We're beyond our thoughts, our words, the emotions. However, that's what creates, but we are even beyond that. We are all-encompassing, just as our God self, right? We are the awareness. God is the awareness. We are part of that awareness as well. But going on to that, let's think about desires, asking, and then receiving. Desire comes from God, so you don't have to question that. If it's planted in you, you have the will or the free will to choose to follow that desire or not, right? But we often find that we think in having the desire manifested, we're going to feel better, right? We tend to start worshiping the creation and not the creator. And we need to reverse that and go, oh, we need to worship the creator, which is God and our God self. Because we are God, we are made in God's image. God lives through us as us, right? And so when we have that desire, especially for the specific person, we get kind of messed up with that because we desire it so much. And then we start questioning. We're like, oh, are we good enough? And it's always steeped in lack, right? And we have to go back into our faith and belief and trust in the process. And the process is you receive the desire, you ask for it, and then you allow it to come. Prepare yourself for the coming of it. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to have everything healed. You just need to get yourself into that state of receiving. Well, what is that? I always go back to, we talk about self-concept, the person that is the one that has the manifested desire. But let's go a little bit further than that and really talk about self-love, because that's where it's at, right? You have to fill yourself up with such love that you don't have to look to the 3D for validation. And that's the most powerful state you can be in, because then you're not going to be, wobbled from the 3D. You're going to accept and be like, well, that is just simply my belief system reflecting back to me, right? 3D is old news. And so it's very informative. And if it's something that's really triggering you, get off the subject, let it go, and then get back into the feeling of having it. But you can go deeper and kind of heal that wound a little bit. So that helps us to believe that we are worthy of having our desire. And again, our desires are everything. You know, the three big things are love, money, and health, right? Well, again, feeling is the secret of successful prayer. Take a moment and just get deep and go really just calm and really, again, connect with your source. Feel your heart going into the heart of source, of God. And then once you get that, then you can start going in and just imagining your desire, whether it be a person, an improved situation with a colleague, a romantic person, it doesn't matter. Family member, feel that heart to heart, soul to soul feel. And I'm going to make some meditations that really, really work for you. And the thing is that once you are really connecting with that, then let it go and live your life. Don't sit around and wait and, you can prepare, but you have to be able to develop that self-worth, that self-love. So go out and take some risks. If there's something that you thought you couldn't do but you had a desire to do, just even a slight desire, like, oh, that would be kind of fun. Do those things, right? Because that's going to help develop your self-worth, your self-love. And the more you do things outside of yourself and outside of your comfort zone, the more you're able to be like, man, I am okay just being me. And I'm kind of liking who I am. So the more you do yourself, that's that self-love. It's every moment you're choosing you. And you're choosing to believe in God and believe in and trust and have faith in the process. And you believe that God is with you on every moment, because we always have two choices in thought, love or fear. Fear is a separation from your God source, right? And that's okay too, because that will just really expand you even more. And it always directs you back to who you are. And you get back into that feeling of being powerful. How about just feeling a power of knowing that God is right there with you and in you and working with you. God wants you to have every ounce of your desire. God doesn't go over there and go, yeah, you might want to tone it down a bit. Don't want these desires too much, because you might not get them. That's your fear self coming. That's your ego self coming into the picture. You just have to let that go back into the end, go back into what you need to have, or need. Careful on that word need, but your desire, right? And the more you affirm, the more you really live life outside of that subject area and take risks and enjoy life. When you start enjoying and being in the moment and being in the now and knowing that God is with you, God wants you to have that good life, there's nothing that can't stop you. I mean, the only thing that's stopping you is you, right? But you don't have to blame and shame yourself for anything. You just get back up and do it again. We all go through that. I go through that all the time. But the moments of negative emotion or doubt is less frequent and less intense the more you practice it in every area of your life. So today we just talked about, feeling is the secret. Let me reread that. Feeling is the secret of successful prayer. For in prayer, we feel ourselves into the situation of the answered prayer, and then we live and act upon with conviction. Because that conviction, it always goes back to, I believe God has my back. God has the process. And that's really what it is allowing God to take over the how, where, and when. And knowing, that's the faith, knowing that it is done, that it is unfolding, right? And then the trust comes in. You trust the process. You trust that even the contrasting moments are coming for you to help you, right? There's nothing to fear, right? And the more you fear, the more you just need to go in and heal that. And I've made other videos about how to do that, and I'll continue to make those videos. Listen, we all are there for each other, and that's why I love this channel, is because we're really building a great community. I so appreciate everyone. If you want help manifesting your desire, go ahead and contact me at shifthappenslifecoaching@gmail.com, and comment in the comments and let me know if this resonated with you. I know it did for many people, and it's just kind of a light rampage of just feeling, going back to the belief, the trust, the faith, all of those things into God. We get so far into that 3D that we get lost, and just chill out and go back to God, and God will take care of everything. All right, until next time. Bye-bye. Love ya.